Hello, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Tony Rose, with my lovely sister and co-host.
Hey guys, it's the people's bestie, MC Lepa. Me and Tony Rose are coming at you with big love, all the way from the 702. I was like 222.
Peace. And coming to you live from
the 725. That's right.
Hi, sister. Welcome back to reality. How are you?
I am good. My voice doesn't sound like Barry. It sounds like his cousin Larry.
What, Larry?
It's okay, Larry Carey. It's all good.
On the contrary.
Yeah, all the contrary. Yes.
Well, if you guys didn't know, my girl here, MC Lepa, she represented in Sacramento this weekend, 916. For the Holo Holo Cali Music Festival.
Yes.
Such a great time, sister. I'm so happy for you. I know it's a big stage, and a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
It was
a sea of people.
Yeah, it was jam-packed. And, you know, I think it was my first time there for Holo Holo Sacramento. And what a great time. I love it that they had 2 stages. I love it how they organized and did the whole thing. The vendors were amazing. I mean, just the overall experience, of course, and especially being a part of it now. I mean, special shout out once again, of course, to Dan and Colin and, of course, the whole entire crew. I just love them so much. So big love, to all of them.
Yes. And it was such a great, 2 days of music and just food and just gathering of people from, Bay Area, Sacramento. I mean, a lot of people from Vegas too flew out, and I'm sure from all over the place. So great event, guys. And the next one's going to be when, sis?
November 9th and 10th in Tacoma, Washington. So, let everybody go get their tickets. Be a part of that. If you haven't experienced it, it is definitely something that you want to experience.
Right.
It's good vibes, good fun. Powered by Good Vibes Presents. So,
yes. A lot of good times. And side stage, we were very lucky enough, thank you, sister, for having me as your crew and passing the lines of people. Thank you.
Well, thank you for helping me. I needed help because you were like, sis, eat something. I was like, what? Okay, yes.
No, it's so cool. It's the once in a lifetime experience. When you get to go to the big stage like this, it's you don't take that for granted. You are pretty much rubbing elbows with the artists that you listen to on the radio and on social media. So kudos to everybody. Great show. But today we are back in studio because we are back to reality here in Las Vegas, because we have the upcoming Mahalo Holo Las Vegas here in town.
Now this train is chugga chewing. It's a blessing, but I'm really excited because here in Vegas, what we've been doing with Mahalo Holo and in the community, and now this event that we're bringing some amazing artists, local artists as well as international artists that are coming in, and I'm just excited because it's a different level. You're going to get the best of the best. It's like a little buffet of yumminess and deliciousness for your ears.
It is true. we had the Holo Holo Festival, which is a lot of island music, reggae. You have all the fusion, but here we're doing a little bit of a mixtape. So from young to old to harmony, reggae to R&B to
rap.
A little bit of rap, a little bit of soul.
Come on.
And we are really excited to bring these artists on stage because not only is it a mixtape tour, it's also local artists that are homegrown here. And then we're bringing over the international Australian trio, Horizon. So really excited for that. But in-house today, we have an amazing trio of talented artists.
Absolutely.
We are welcoming back Alika Manuel.
Yes, Alika.
Mad Matt.
Yes, sir.
And Denje.
Oh, you know
welcome,
that.
guys.
Welcome, you guys.
How are you?
Blessed.
Matt.
He's like,
well, let's start with Denje, because you're the younger of the three, and I know that you just really catapulted your music performing and being on the stage this year, right? How's that going for you?
Yeah, so it's been about less than a year since I released my first song.
Nice.
And ever since then, I kind of just been sort of trying to grow my presence within our community and trying to perform at any open mics that I can, trying to connect to other creatives like these talented artists right next to me. And I kind of just been this year focusing on honing into the performing aspect of this craft. And so just trying to do as many performances as I can.
There you go.
And yeah, it's just been a blessing meeting all of these new people, all of you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun with it.
Well, the performances. Speaking of which, you just performed this past weekend. Tell us about what's it called? Uprising.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
tell us
called the
about-
Uprising Showcase,
Come on.
hosted by Manifest Academy.
Yeah.
And it's a showcase that brings together the local youth talent in our city, who don't really receive enough attention and enough love that they deserve. And so it's basically just a showcase culminating of poets, artists, singers, just the whole bunch.
All right.
And yeah, shout out to Rob Lacey for kind of coordinating the whole thing.
Well, Rob Lacey is also an artist himself.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
a prolific, rapper, musician, and producer. So he also has you guys as his kind of mentees and proteges,
Definitely.
right? So
Yeah.
you guys have your own music. He produces your songs, and then you guys write to them, right?
Yes.
So what's your single called?
It's called How Does It Feel? Yes. It's a sort of R&B ballad, pretty melodic.
Okay. All right. And so, would you say like your sound, as far as like you were saying, more in performances, but when it comes to your genre of music, I mean, is it more R&B? Is it more soul? Is it more, what is it like? Jazz feel? Like,
Yeah.
would you say it's a fusion of all those?
Definitely. I'd say it's primarily R&B.
Okay.
But it's definitely a fusion, or I try at least to fuse a lot of elements of music, different music. And I try to mainly focus on my lyrics.
Right.
Nice.
The actual meaning of the song rather than how it sounds. And so, yeah, the genre really doesn't matter to me as long as what I'm saying to the sound really
It's
connects.
conveyed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Good for you.
I
I
love
like that.
We love that.
Because a lot of artists are very critical of like how they sound, how
Right.
it
Yeah.
looks, how all the aesthetics, right? It has to be pretty good for social media.
Right.
So speaking of social media, I have Alika, Manuel, and I have Mad Matt here. They are the creatives behind their music.
Yes.
But Matt, you're the producer and singer. What
Yes.
else? What else do you do, my friend?
I mainly produce, sing too, but I also grew up a multi-musician, so
Yeah.
I professionally play around 6 different instruments.
Only 6.
Only 6.
Only
Yeah.
6.
I was
I
like
only-
picking my
Yeah.
nose at 6.
I'm like, I'm picking up sticks.
Right.
Instead
I'm
of
outside getting hurt. Meanwhile, he's like, boom, 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 boom.
like just jump from one to another. I'm like, wow.
So tell us about how you started in music. Like, who was your influence, and what did you grow up around that really catapulted your music interest?
Yeah, so coming from the Bay Area, it's a very diverse scene out there. I grew up San Jose and Oakland, and there's a lot of phenomenal artists that came
Right.
out of there. So
Right.
I was really inspired by so much music. Like even my mom would like play the headphones on the womb when I was like,
Oh, I love that.
too short, cooking.
I believe it.
Too short.
I
Too
believe
short,
it.
too short,
like, too
and Mozart.
Dun, 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 dun.
Too short, too Mozart.
Sorry.
But
Well, no wonder he plays 6 instruments.
Right. It plays by ear.
yeah, but I picked up instruments growing up. My big brother Jamel actually fostered a lot of that, playing piano.
Nice.
Like, was interested in like orchestral stuff, and just like was trying to play by ear,
Right.
basically. Then later in school, I actually auditioned to go to Oakland School for the Arts.
Okay.
That's a school where I believe, Zendaya and Kehlani all went to.
Nice.
Okay.
Both
And
my
it's-
wives. That's crazy.
With your ex-girlfriend.
He's like, wow, I didn't know you go there.
Feature, that's what it is.
like a feature.
But I auditioned there. It's like a 6th through 12th grade kind
Okay.
of school.
Okay.
And I went there in 7th grade, actually as a jazz trombonist.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was heavy
Jazz
into that.
Hold on, time out. I didn't even know there was a
Wait,
jazz
Yeah,
trombonist.
I was like, yeah, because trombone, that's
The
which
Yeah, that's the one with the slide.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you, because I was going like, is that the one that goes? Okay,
Yeah,
there.
I got you.
Stay in school,
Stay in
kids.
school,
Okay,
everybody.
stay in school, kids. Okay, anyway.
but yeah, I mean they're more I guess known for like being in marching bands and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But jazz is a really big influence of my sound.
Okay.
And then that trickled down to just picking up instruments because my peers were all great musicians too. And some of them picked up producing also. So like around sophomore year, that's when I got my first MacBook Air, and I was like, oh,
he made
this
it.
is cool.
Garage
I can
band.
beat Kanye. Yeah.
Well, I love that. And then you and Alika obviously linked up here in Las Vegas because when he moved here, you also moved here. It was right after pandemic, and you guys were like, all right, well, we're staying indoors, so what are we doing?
Yeah, amazing. There was only so much to do.
Did you guys meet during that time, or did you meet after, like through networking and the music scene?
It was like a year in. Why
that a
why did
year
we
in?
go? We were at the what is the Filipino spot
Friday?
in Boulevard?
The Pacific Fashion Show, was that?
No,
that was
no.
not this shit.
54.
6350?
Yeah.
6350.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, 94 was yeah. Those guys.
95. 6350.
So it was an event that was there. Creed told all the boys to go. I think that wave wasn't even a thing yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was
like,
basically like me, Bombs, and Creed just performing a lot together. And then they were like, "Hey, Filipino event, come through. Good food." Oh, Tenes told us to go. That's why.
yeah.
Because he was, they had their office right next to them. So he was like, "Come through, Filipino food." I said, "Bet."
Yes.
That's why I met.
Yeah, I was doing like a couple songs. That was that event. Like Lonnie Mezzalucha was there. All that. That was the grand opening of 6350 actually.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And the food.
Were you there?
There's a lot of good food.
Oh.
I was flirting
But
one of
that's
who
why.
was in the room
Okay, so you guys
next to it.
basically met each other through the music scene, and then you guys are now like roommates and like do it all. I mean, as far as like music. So, are you still producing for Alika? Yes, you told me that. You're producing for Alika. Who else have you produced for? Because I know Denje has a song with you, right?
Yeah. Actually, that's what I've been kind of focusing on a lot this year. Just honing down and perfecting my craft. Also on the audio engineering side with, out of my bedroom.
It's okay. Hey, so we all start somewhere. So hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
Better to start than not start at all. You know what I'm saying?
But I've produced a Hawaiian artist, Kaylana. She's like a really good homegirl. We met in like 2017 in Hawaii songwriting conference, and she's blowing up in New York. And
Nice.
yeah,
Well,
so that's
shout
one.
out.
A lot of artists out here.
Let me break up. Look at this.
Yeah. Well, I feel like every time I've heard your name, you were like, associated with an artist that, is really talented, and you never know who the producers are until you ask, right? So
Right.
it's kind of like you're behind the scenes,
We're always
but you
behind the
really
scenes.
made that come to the forefront. So producers, shout out. Hello.
But you know what? I have to say, okay, because the first time I ever heard these guys was at the Pacific Fashion Show earlier this year.
Right.
And they came out to perform. And Alika was amazing. He came out. And then, so Matt, I mean, he's gifted, and of course he wants to hone in on the production, but I do not want to neglect his
The fact
amazing
that he
vocals.
can sing.
Yes, the
Sang.
fact, yeah, the brother can sing. I was like,
Sang.
okay.
There he
But
is.
not only that, but you wrote and composed, and did you like you put the music that you were sang earlier this year, was that was all you? Because I know you said I produced it, I created it, I did the lyrics. I was like, he just don't slap everything on there, and then he's like, I'm gonna serve it to you too. And I was like, my God.
Yeah.
So I mean, special shout out to your gifts. I mean, you're not only musically talented, but multi-talented when it comes to maybe all genres or avenues of music itself. So
And I think with all
congratulations.
the younger artists too, when you produce them, it's easier for you to kind of hear their sound, and then you produce, right? Or do you usually have tracks and you're like, oh, this might work for you?
Usually, a lot of the times I like send things, and then they're like, "Why don't we cook from scratch?"
Right.
Yeah, Exhibit A. Like, maybe,
Exactly what we did.
yeah, we were like looking through tracks, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of hear what your sound is and what genre fits or what style fits for you, and like where you can shine. So that's what I try to cater every time I produce with artists.
Right. Let's talk about Alika's sound. Tell me how do you
He's like, "Wow."
hear it in your mind? Like, okay, we're gonna start here because there's different.
I hear too much.
Right. There's a lot going on.
That's not-
It's a whole soup, right?
It's a whole suit. Yeah.
Roll
no.
it
It's a
Right.
One thing I'll say about Alika is in terms of what a lot of artists sometimes miss is like just like the lyrics and polishing that. And that really helped my lyricism too in my own songs too. So a lot of shout out to you.
He's like, okay, that's it for today and this year.
But also making it sound like if it needs to be a hit, then like let's take it to that level.
Come on. All right.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys are dropping a couple songs this next few months, or what are you guys gonna?
Yes.
Is it an album yet?
Yeah. Say why
is but Love Me, that's the one that we just dropped.
Nice.
Yes, under him featuring me, and then I'm about to release a single. It's called Say Why, featuring.
Well, are we gonna hear this at the Mahalo Halo? Because I'm excited to hear it live. Maybe. Okay.
You never know. You're just gonna have to come and see, folks. You're gonna have to just come and check their show out.
You're gonna have to buy a ticket.
I'm still pushing for the country set personally.
Yes, wear your boots. Yeah. So, well, we have Alika Manuel. We just added Mad Matt on ticket, and we also have Denje coming on stage along with Sean Breezy, with Jazzy Caliente, with The Majority. We also have Sugar Tone on the ones and twos. We have Habit and Frankie, The Dope Show, and of course Interlude and Horizon are going to close out the show. So if you guys haven't gotten your tickets, please go to our link on social media, which is Mahalo LV, and also on Facebook. And you guys can also use the word mixtape for the discount code. So make sure you get that. And yeah, we have, we have a lot of stuff to cover. We want to do a couple shows this month, right? So we're going to partner up with Alika and maybe Matt and feature your new songs. And Denje, maybe you'll join us.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and also don't forget to stop by Lefty J's, because Lefty J's, if you buy 2 Mahalo Mix plates, you get a free ticket to come in. And the Mahalo Mix plate, guys, you got to check it out. It's the Loco Moco, so you have the rice, you have the beef patty, you have the gravy with onions, plus the mac salad and fried chicken.
You have rice.
And furikake rice.
That's the whole meal?
That's the whole meal.
Oh, snap.
And you buy 2 of those, you get 2 or more gets you in the door for free. I mean, so it's like you get good food and then you just come to a great show. And so we're just linking up. Thank you so much to Chef Lefty and, of course, the family, Jeanette, and all the whole family at Lefty J's. I mean, it's just, I love it that we can link up with the community here in Las Vegas so that we can make it happen for other people. Just like we've seen those big artists. I love that. But to see the transition of newer artists and just new sounds coming through.
Always.
I'm so blessed that I could just introduce it. I'm just like, here you go. I just feel like it's like,
and of course, we have MC Lepa Leps and Jesse Jam on the mic. I mean, it's a true story. You have your newer artists that are really paving their own way and then following in the trailblaze, but also you're going to create that for the next generation. So you guys are the artists that are going to be, big in maybe not in no time. You're already big. Just kidding. You already made it. You're welcome.
Just keep going.
Yeah, no, and it's fun to watch because, from the times that you guys just first at the stage or when we first see you guys and then evolving into the artist that you become, it's like it's a whole new person or another artist. So it's not like you're going to remain the same. It's always going to be changing. So I'm excited for you guys. What else do you have in store? Do you have any shows other than Mahalo Holo coming up?
Yes. It's actually going to be on the same day.
Okay.
It's going to be a couple hours before that event.
Okay, quick change.
Yeah. It's going to be at Saverna Costera.
Right.
Starting at 6.
Yes.
Right. And then I had a show that was also supposed to be on the same day as the Uprising Showcase this past Sunday, but then that also got postponed to December 11th.
Okay.
And then...
Well, you heard it here, guys. Denje is, hot right now. He is being asked to perform everywhere, so good for you.
Yeah, I really appreciate
really awesome.
just everybody in the city, you guys, for the opportunities.
Yeah.
And, I want to say the only big other thing that I have is my first project coming out in November.
Okay.
My first EP.
Right.
And so, really excited for that.
That's huge. Congratulations. We're
Thank
excited to, hear that and experience that. What about you guys? Any other shows besides Mahalo Halo? Are you guys just working on music?
a lot of music in the studio. I actually get called a lot to do gigs either at like the Aria or like Fountain Blue to do like if you guys ever go to Easy's Lounge and see me and Kaipo Kupua doing stuff on there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time. That's a good show.
Do you go ahead and plug it? What days are those? Is it on like a certain day or just special?
To be announced.
Whatever Kaipo says.
Whatever Kaipo says. Sometimes it's like the same day, and like he's like, "Oh, brother, can you help me?" And I'm like, "Yes, I got you." And then so because he has his own looper system too, and phenomenal vocalist. And I just bring my MIDI keyboard and my bass and my guitar and just go ham with him.
Wow. Well, so you know, and since you said, you know, to be announced, why don't you plug you guys' information so that they can follow you on social media? Let's start with you, to be announced, Mad Matt. Go ahead.
It's Mad Matt Prod on Instagram, MADDMATTPROD.
All right. Mr. Alika?
Mine is at MAHALO. HALO.
Hey, LV. Thank
All
you.
right, and of course, my handsome Denje.
You guys can follow me at all socials at Only Denje. ONLYDENJE.
He claimed that.
He said only Denje.
Not the only, just only.
He said socials.
Also.
Thank you, Denje.
Yeah,
so we had this conversation the other day, right? So I was like, hey, every time I ask somebody for their social media, I'm like, hey, so what's your social? And they're like, Social Security. I was like, no, like the handle. And they're like, oh, you mean the at. I'm like, yeah, it's getting lazier and lazier. I can't do it. I can't keep up. So anyway, if I say social, guys, just FYI, I meant social media. It'll be like sign language. So yeah. So you guys, October 11 is the show, Mahalo LB Mixtape Tour 2024 at the Fremont Country Club. It will be taking place at 7 p.m. Doors open up with Breezy, and then we're going to close the night out with Horizon. That's right. Obviously, we have Alika Manuel, Mad Matt, and Denje on the stage. So if you guys haven't gotten your tickets, cop them now. Mahalo LV on social media, not at Social Security. Got it? All right, cool. Well, we are going to close out the show. Now I think it's just ready to, reset for the next day. And I'm so happy you guys made it. Sister, I'm so happy you're back. To reality.
Let's go.
From Holo Holo, ready to go to the Mahalo Halo.
That's right.
Mixtape Tour 2024 at the Fremont Country Club. Guys, check it out. If you have friends, family, bring your titos, titas. Filipino Heritage Month is on the club. So we'll see you there. I'm your host, Tony Rose, and my girl.
MC Lepa Labs. We love you guys. Salamat po. We'll see you later.